So the first one that we have for today is am I the asshole for telling my sister I get it? She's jealous and still oh my god. She told me I'd look better in a red wedding dress. I don't know if I want to read this one. We're gonna choose a different one. I don't want to read that one. that one that one sounded spicy. That was too spicy for my taste, honestly. I need to drink some water. Maybe holy water. But our first one for today is, am I the asshole for planning a trip during my sister-in-law's due date? I don't know how due dates work. Okay, so sometimes I know that due dates can, like, they are a general window, but they can be born, like little babies can be born way ahead or way behind. Who knows? But I'm gonna say yes because, like, that just doesn't seem cool. It just does not seem cool, but we'll see. For context, sister-in-law 30 female and I 32 female are not close and never have been. She's never been friendly towards me and only gives me the time of day because she worships the ground her brother, my husband, walks on. Anyways, she's due with her first baby in April of next year. My mom just surprised me with a trip to London that same month for my birthday. Oh, I was so wrong. Our first time ever traveling together. Mom also did this. Mom planned this. Okay, sorry. When I told my husband I wasn't expecting his reaction, he said I can't go because our trip falls on the same week as my sister-in-law's due date. I said, who cares? Sister-in-law doesn't even like me. I highly doubt she cares if I'm at the hospital. Oh, but it was OP's mom. Okay. Husband said that's not the point, because she came to the hospital when we had our first child last year. I said yes, but she had been traveling when I delivered our baby. I wouldn't have batted an eye. I told him I can meet the baby when I return home. We all live in the same city. I see his family all the time. He says I'm being rude and unreasonable. I argue it's a lame excuse for me to cancel or completely rearrange my trip. Pretty sure the flights are non-refundable too. Am I the asshole in this scenario? Okay, so Mama planned it, but she was there for, like, y'all's baby. I don't know. And also, if, like, the brother and sister are close, that just, I don't know. It really just feels like it is kind of a dick move, but the flights are non-refundable. I think you can move around flights if it's, like, so far in advance. She said this was posted 6 hours ago for April of next year. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's see. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think that might be the asshole. I planned a trip during my sister-in-law's due date. She came to the hospital when I had my first baby, and I won't be here to do the same for her. So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna stick with yes. I know you can't help it when your mom, like, gives you a trip, but I feel like it's not, I mean, you can reschedule, I feel like. I don't know. I just feel like if you were there for the baby, like they were there for your baby, I don't know. They're all definitely on OP's side. If she doesn't give the time of day, why did she? A lot of assuming to call them the asshole. A lot of assuming? What do you think? Am I the asshole for refusing to hang up the artwork my girlfriend got me for my birthday? I'm gonna say yes, and because I guess it's my initial reaction, but also, I mean, the only way that I can think of it being like no is if it was like a dicey, like a little, like, spicy picture of him or something, you know? My 26th male birthday was a few weeks ago. Girlfriend 24 and her friend are into things that I find a little outlandish and weird. I love her and her uniqueness, and I appreciate what she does, but I do think some of her habits and interests are unusual. We do not live together. She's made comments about how I need more artwork, and I agreed. She got me artwork. A homemade piece of artwork that she was given the idea through TikTok or something. Her best friend also did the same thing for her boyfriend. The best I can describe it is she like made like a print of her ass and legs, thighs on a canvas. It's like she sat on paint and then sat on the canvas or something like that. Okay. Honestly, it must have turned out really well because you can clearly tell it's an ass and legs. The problem just arose recently because she came over and found the painting in my closet. She asked why it's not up and I tried to dance around it. I did tell her the truth, that my parents stop by sometimes. I didn't want them to see it. She started telling me the picture is beautiful and I should want to embrace her, and some more lines about how I should embrace our intimacy. I feel like there is time and place. I told her that honestly, I find it off-putting. I think it is weird and borderline creepy. Aww. I told her I am very uncomfortable hanging up something like that, and if she checked with me first, I would have told her. She asked if I truly wasn't going to hang it up. I told her no, I will never consider putting that on my walls, but I appreciate the thought. She started crying, said I'm an ungrateful asshole, and she took the painting and said she will hang it up at her place. She said her friend's boyfriend loves the one he got, so she can't get why I'm being such a jerk about this. I don't think I'm a jerk for not wanting an albeit artistic nude of my girlfriend on my walls. I don't know. No? Like, if you can tell, but I mean, can you actually tell? I mean, I don't know. Okay, let's see. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. The action I took is not hang up the artwork I got for my birthday. This is because I find it off-putting and weird. I might be an asshole because it was a gift. It wouldn't hurt me that much to stick it somewhere in the grand scheme of things. I still would like to not have it up though. It's my apartment. I mean, you are totally in the right to, you're totally in the right to not wanting to hang it up in your apartment. And, I mean, that is a little risque. But, I mean, it's still a gift. You can, I don't know. I guess you are fair, like, you are valid to, like, how you feel about, like, certain gifts that you get. But, I don't know. Maybe offering to do one together or something? I don't know. Maybe something a little bit more, like, appropriate too. I mean, it's like one of his excuses, but if he finds it unusual and weird, the way that he was, like, mentioning it too, like, I feel like he's gonna just find more stuff that she makes a little bit weird, and I kind of want her, like, I want girlfriend to go and have a good time, like, experiencing her artistic side, and I don't think boyfriend would appreciate it too much. Because she seemed to have a good time with it. But again, I mean, OP is valid for thinking that, like, not wanting to put it up. It just, I don't know. I don't think they're the asshole for it. Yeah, that is, like, it is pretty intimate. A little too intimate. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna say no. Am I the asshole for telling my mom it's time to lawyer up? Dang. There's so many different contexts that could be like this. There's so many different ways this could be taken as. I'm gonna say yes. My mom moved in with me after she sold her home to avoid medical bankruptcy. Aw, dang. Things have been rocky because my mom was always my house, my rules type of person. I have an older brother, Scott, who helped my mom with home repairs, but Scott and my wife do not get along, so he doesn't come over much. Me and my wife went away for a weekend getaway, and Scott and my mom repainted our living room white. It was navy with built-in bookcases and pantry. The job was done so shitty, and the original paint job with the bookcase cost us thousands to remodel. Damn. My wife started crying, and my mom and brother said they wanted to brighten the place up for my mom. That's kind of weird to just do that. That's totally breaking boundaries. Not respecting your space. My wife started crying, and my mom and brother said they wanted to brighten up the place for my mom. I didn't know this at the time, but my wife called my sister-in-law, my wife's brother's wife, who is a lawyer, and the contractor who originally did the work on our living room remodel. Ooh. My wife is getting ready to press suit against my mother and Scott and has already handed my mom legal eviction notice. Damn. It's deserved, and I back it 100% because this paint job was done so and without the homeowner's permission. My mom is saying with an eviction of property damage, she will not be able to find a place and my wife needs to stop. My wife has installed cameras in the home and is getting the court orders in place for my mom and my brother. Oh my god. My wife's family is paying for this, and at this point, I'm afraid to say anything because I feel like if I protest too much, the big divorce will come, and with my wife's sister-in-law as a lawyer, I don't want to mess with the situation because it's a crap show. Oh my god. My brother told me my mom has rights, and I said I guess it's time for my mom to lawyer up on her dime because I'm not touching this, and it's my wife's lawyers pushing things through. I did sign off on the lawsuit and possible criminal charges coming. Oh my god. My mom said she would contest the eviction, and I need to man up and make my wife do the right thing and drop the eviction and lawsuit. The right thing was y'all not messing with their living room. What do you mean? OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I know my mom has a medical bankruptcy because of cancer and couldn't afford her home after she took out a loan against it. That's why she was living with us in the first place. That's so unfortunate. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, like, you're going through, like, cancer and everything. You should have respected your son's house, dude. You, like, they were graceful enough to, like, let you stay there, like, and you just take advantage of it like that? That's crazy. I'm gonna say not the asshole. I'm gonna say not the asshole, but it's kind of crazy that, like, the wife is going this hard. Not the asshole for telling your mom to lawyer up. You're the asshole for not immediately demanding your mom and brother fix the problem, politely asking your mom to move out, and otherwise defending your wife against your crappy family. I don't want them to touch anything else in the house. The paint job was so crappy that I went to the original licensed contractor to fix it. Oh my gosh. Demand they fix the problem by paying the contractor to fix it. With what money? My mom moved in because she had medical bills and was trying to avoid bankruptcy, and my brother is an addict. Oh my god, holy crap. That's what the lawsuit is for, and the possible criminal charges. Oh my god, I don't mean to laugh, because that's not, like, that's just holy crap. You just threw that out there, bro. I'm gonna say no. Because the whole general thing is mom didn't respect boundaries of the house, and wife is going to sue. So I'm gonna say not the asshole. Yeah, I don't know. This situation is a lot stickier than I thought, but I'm gonna just say not the asshole. Am I the asshole for refusing to include another child in my math instruction for my son? What? No? What is that even? What do you mean? What? Like for an example or something? I'm confusion. My older son, 12 male, is very interested in math and has the aptitude to match. Not a huge surprise, as I was the same and went to get advanced degrees in a quantitative field. Due to my wife's job, we relocated to a smaller town. The public schools have become a mess since COVID, so we enrolled him in what is regarded as the academically strongest private school in the area. It's okay, but not nearly as good as the public school in our old home city. We supplemented son's math with an online program last year, at which he excelled. Math at school was a total waste, but he could afford the lost time. But he has a lot of interests: music, coding, bouldering, basketball, etc. What is is that like a sport? And now homework load is increasing. Time is scarce, and he can't double up on math using evening time. We asked the school if he could just use his math period to go to the library and get ahead on homework, but they refused. No one to supervise was the reason given. And doing synchronous online math in the library won't work, because his schedule is blocked, and the time of day he does math moves around. My office, I'm remote, is a 3-minute walk from the school. On purpose. Pick the drop-off fees. Hey! So I asked if I could take charge of his math education in the library. School agreed. Okay. My son asked if I would consider including one classmate, Jane. He vouched for her math skill, interest, and work ethic. I asked her parents if I could review her assessment results and evaluate her myself. She wasn't quite up to where my son is, but close enough that I could make it work, and she seemed very hardworking and enthusiastic. So far, so good. A few weeks into this, I get a call from the school. The parents of another student, Joe, are upset that he was not offered a chance to participate. Oh my gosh, uh-oh. My son's sense was that Joe doesn't like math especially and is poorly behaved. I didn't really want another kid, but I asked to see his assessments before I said no, because I assumed they'd show me he wasn't ready and I could decline on non-subjective grounds. His parents shared, and indeed he is just at grade level. When I declined, his parents got quite upset. They called the school to complain about favoritism. His scores just didn't meet. They called and berated me too, insisted that I took Jane, then I needed to take all comers. Oh my god. That I was discriminating against their child. We are all same race religion. I wouldn't budge. They asked the school not to allow the accommodation for my son and Jane. Oh my god. Wow. I told the school that if I got any more guff, my kid was just going to do online school. He was admitted to a very high-level online program, but decided to only take one evening computer science class. The parents are bad-mouthing me to all who will listen. At first I was silent, but now I respond that Joe is not did not demonstrate aptitude for advanced math in my view and would not be able to keep up. So, am I the asshole for refusing to include Joe? Am I the asshole for giving Joe's lack of aptitude as a reason? OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I pulled my son out of school's math program to teach him myself and agreed to include another student for whom it was appropriate, but then refused a third student who was clearly not ready. The parents of the refused kid made a stink, which created headache for the school. When refused, kid's parents persistently badmouthed me and lied about why I wouldn't take him. I started to tell those who asked that the kid was not shown me any aptitude for math. Ugh. So you were telling other people that. I'm gonna say not the asshole for the reason. I'm gonna say yes though, because you were telling other people that, and I feel like you should have like kept it a bit more professional. But also you could have just gone up to the parents, and I mean it is threatening. Don't do a threat, but you could have just been like, brother, if you keep doing this, I'm gonna have to tell them the truth. And at that point, it's up to the parents on deciding to protect the child, right? You know. For the overall reason, no, it just. Like, the reason is completely understandable, which makes you not the asshole. Telling other people basically the kid wasn't smart enough, I mean, it just sucks because, like, that kid is probably not going to feel great about it when he hears it too, so... Am I the asshole for refusing to spend a lot of money on gifts from the baby to my stepdaughters? Wait, what? Am I the asshole for refusing to spend a lot of money on gifts from the baby to my stepdaughters? No, I'm gonna say no. I'm so confused, but well, maybe I won't be confused when I read it. My husband, 33 male, has 2 daughters, 9 and 8 from a previous marriage. He shares custody of them with his ex-wife, Mina, 33 female. Mina from Twice? No, I'm kidding. They divorced 7 years ago. I met him 5 years ago, and we're almost 2 years married now. This is my 30 female first biological child. Things are tense between us and Mina. I mostly stay out of discussions between them because she does not like it, and ultimately the girls don't need more tension between their 2 homes for the sake of me showing up. That doesn't mean I don't discuss things after my husband or that I'm uninvolved. But when it comes to communicating with their mom, I don't insist that my voice be heard equally like the 2 bio and legal parents. My husband would like me to be an equal part of it, but tension is significantly less since I made the decision not to sit in on those discussions, which I would only go to support my husband, and even that was something Mina disliked. Girl... I bring this up because this is being taken into consideration on this point. A few weeks before I found out I was pregnant, the girls told my husband Mina was pregnant. Mina is single, for anyone who asks, and is pregnant via a donor. They were really excited. When we told them we were expecting, they weren't excited. Okay. They see their mom having a baby as different than me having a baby with their dad. Okay. We get along, so this was a surprise, but they won't see me as a parent, so the baby isn't a sibling. While their mom's baby was just their mom, so they're real siblings. What? That's messed up. That's alienating because of Mina's freaking petty butt. Oh my gosh. This is something being addressed via therapy and my husband and I talking to them. Now on to the gifts. Mina bought the girls roughly $500 worth of gifts each that they'll get from the baby when she's born. My husband wanted us to do this too, and he told me we need to match it at least because they already prefer their sister from mom and still don't see their brother from us as a real sibling. That's so dirty. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Neither baby is born yet, by the way. I told him I didn't think we should spend a lot on gifts like that. My husband said he's worried it's just another negative for our son if we don't. No, Mina is doing this. Why shouldn't you play this little stupid game? Oh my god. That's so weird. My husband's parents found out through Mina about the gifts, and they told us we better do better than that. Stop. Oh my god. I told them it was an insane amount of money to spend for this. They accused me of not caring about the girls and not valuing a good relationship or a good sibling relationship between them and my son. This was calculated. They think it's unreasonable to not want to spend a lot of money in these circumstances. Am I the asshole? No! Oh my god! Mina and your husband's parents suck. Your husband kind of sucks too, because he's like, why is he entertaining it? Oh my god. That's redonk. That's so redonk. I mean, they are his daughters too, which I can understand, but like the fact that they put you in that situation in the first place without like really discussing it and then expecting you, that's not even a little amount of money either. Like, that's so much money. It's already so expensive to have a baby anyway. Oh my god. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I have disagreed with spending a lot of money on gifts to my stepdaughters from their baby brother, who I'm expecting. My husband wants to do this and feels we need to. Because that sneaky snake! His parents feel the same way because of the convincing, and it's their daughter! I know getting gifts to kids from their unborn or newly born siblings is a thing parents do more today, and I don't think it's inherently wrong, but I feel spending a lot of money is wasteful. She's the only one with her head screwed on, dude. You need to go. But I can see how it can be questioned if I feel the same way if these are my biological daughters getting gifts. So I might be wrong for not agreeing to this. No, it's actually completely understandable.